You guys, it is a beautiful day today. It's February 23rd. So usually in Canada, not really riding weather yet. However, it is super sunny and we have 14 degrees. And I'm so stoked. And I'm gonna take the road glide out. I don't care. I take her out and go for a spin, even if it's just for half an hour. And I want to also tell you guys my very first impression about the new 2024 Harley Davidson Road Glide. Let's roll. Okay. Honestly, I might have to invest in a couple new GoPro batteries. Mine are just like dying here. There you go. Oh, what a beautiful day, seriously. Oh, motorcycle throttle therapy, seriously. Ooh, I'm already smiling. Okay, little disclosure, it's the second time on our new road glide actually. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's of course a little bit heavier than I'm used to. But I can actually reach a ground very easily. In case you keep watching my videos already for a little while, welcome back. In case you're brand new here, hi! My name is Corinna. I'm a cute little 5'3" short. My husband and we just bought a new 2024 Harley Davidson Road Glide. I also ride a Heritage Classic, a 2018. And we want to go on many trips this year, including our dogs. So we have two golden retrievers that we're taking riding with us. Okay, the fixed fairing is something I still have to get used to. It's so deceiving when your fixed fairing is not moving, especially when you're coming to a halt. But I can actually reach a ground quite comfortably. Also, to be fair, I just bought brand new boots and I love those, and they have quite a bit of a heel to them, but this way allows me to basically flat-footed, including the heel of course, which definitely makes it easier for me to handle the bike, which, like, I mean, to be fair, while riding, while you're moving, it's not a big deal at all. It's when you're coming to a halt, or if you have to back out of a parking lot or something, then it's getting interesting. Just like the previous road glides, this road glide is amazing. I love how my legs can hug the tank and how I can reach the floorboards quite easily. One thing I noticed though, and I don't think it was part of the previous models, is that the brakes and the shift levers right down here, they're kind of close. So I'm, like I said, I'm 5'3" short, and these like the shifter and the brake, even, they both seem very close to me. Definitely closer than on my Heritage even, which is quite kind of interesting. So I'm not sure if that's potentially something we're gonna change. Oh man, this bike is awesome. And it's a perfect day to take her out for a spin. I love it. I love it. So I'm just a little bit excited, not sure if you can tell. So like I mentioned before, this is my second time out with a bike, and honestly just a couple of days apart. We picked her up on Saturday. Today is Friday. So I rode her on Saturday. My camera died, so I don't have the very initial reaction for you, but I loved it. Honestly, I was sitting on this bike giggling and super happy. So I'm super glad that I can film this video now with perfect sunshine and perfect temperature. If someone else tells me Canada, you can't ride in February in Canada, they're lying. I haven't been to the Okanagan yet. I'm relatively short, 5'3", and I kind of have a little bit trouble like kind of reaching the controls. And the throttle is quite sensitive, let's put it this way. So with my Heritage, I'm used to the fact that I can like move my hand like this throttle a tiny bit without even starting to do anything to it, which I cannot do with this Road Glide. So I had already a couple of times where I was just trying to like reach the indicator down here, and just by like trying to kind of get down there, I tweak the throttle a tiny bit, and then it's already going and pulling. So I'm not sure that's something that can be I'm positive that's something I can adjust, but I just didn't get to it yet. And also this is mainly Andy's bike, so I'm only allowed to ride it when he's not around, like right now. But just taking the couple of first initial spins, honestly, it might not take long until I get myself another one too. Other women buy too many shoes, I buy too many motorcycles. Shoes would definitely be cheaper. It just glides. Honestly, no wonder that they're called Street Glide and Road Glide. They're just cutting through the wind in the corners. I'm still pretty careful going around the corners, not just because it's a new bike, but also because of all the sand and gravel. It's not... Oh, and other car riders, of course. Drivers. Cars. Jesus. Yeah, you can tell it's a Friday. Because A, the cars aren't expecting you yet, and we always have a couple of idiots that are cutting the corners. And then we have still tons of gravel and sand in those corners as well. So this one here is actually not terrible bad. I don't want to wipe out the brand new bike. I will leave it to Andy. I love that it even tells me that we have 10 degrees. Oh, all the technology. If this is the first video you see of me, go check out my previous videos as well, where I go through the lineup that Harley Davidson was presenting at the premiere, and also when we actually ordered, unpacked, and brought this baby here home. It's quite a good video, and honestly the team at Kelowna Harley Davidson is just amazing to deal with. Okay, sand, gravel, gravel. Keep going, and you're staying in there. Good boy. So I guess this is also my first official vlog of the year. Oh, it shifts so smoothly. You can't even tell. Oh, jeez. I hope it's not too windy for you guys. That's kind of like a bummer. Gotta love the Okanagan. Like, look at this. Riding position wise, oh, you guys, I love it. The new seat, I'm so surprised. I don't even think it will need an aftermarket seat at all. It is so comfortable and it holds me in. I will link the video where I compared the 2023 or 2022 Road Glide with the Indian Challenger, and one of my comments was that the leather on the Indian Challenger for the seat really holds you in. You're not as easily sliding on it. Like it keeps you tucked in. And honestly, so does this one here. The clutch is almost a tiny bit too far away from me, but I'm wondering too if that's something I could adjust. Like, see, my tiny fingers, like I have to actually like leave the handlebar almost, or at least the grip. The fixed fairing still freaks me out. Oh, that's a good way to show that I'm actually flat-footing it with my little heels. But this helps me really to kind of keep the bike upright, which of course helps with everything. So fake it until you make it kind of thing, eh? I definitely have to train my clutch hand again. I've not used, like, I mean winter, right? So this is my clutch hand, my poor clutch hand. I'm pretty much sure you guys can relate to what I'm saying. After like quite a few months of not riding, having to like clutch again all the time, and then it's exhausting on it. The entire new screen they have going on, that's something I want to discuss with you guys on a different video. Today is not the day for that, because that will be an entire new beast that we have to tackle to set it up to what we needed to. While driving, I don't mind the fairing at all, and I love it. And then for the slow speeds and maneuvers, it's kind of like a hate-love relationship. I love it, just simply out of the reason it's easier for me to maneuver, as I don't have to move the entire fairing with me, just the handlebars really, and the tire of course. But also it's still so deceiving. I'm not used to it. Like, I usually ride my Heritage Classic, right? And of course the windshield that's attached to it moves with my handlebars. So this is something I have to get used to first, and then I'm sure it's like not as wild. But right now sometimes I still have a feeling I'm tipping over because it's not, like, the fairing doesn't point in the direction it should. Okay, just on how windy it is, I actually wish I would have my dead cat on my microphone, but I still hope you guys can hear properly. But yeah, you can see on my beautiful flying hair on how windy it is. Okay, let me give you a quick rundown. Road Glide. That's it. No, just kidding. Let's start the foot controls again first. So, as mentioned before, it seems that the shifters, like same with the foot brake on the other side, they're pretty close to your body, so you're very centered on the bike basically. But I can reach it very easily. It could even be still a little bit further out, to be frankly honest. And here you can also see like how I can actually flat foot, well, with my boots that have a little bit of a heel, but how I can flat foot the motorcycle. Like, even if I lift it up, like, I can flat foot it in the same way on both sides, which makes it way easier for me to handle, of course. And then this here is this beautiful, beautiful seat that I was mentioning before as well, that is just a little bit more sticky. Can you say it this way? It's sticky? Probably not, but I hope you guys know what I mean. And please ignore on how dusty the bike already is. The saddlebags are huge. Oh, and I just realized Annie forgot his head in there as well. But yeah, you can fit tons of things in there, which I'm very stoked about. Of course, all new LEDs in the back and the front. The engine is perfect. Hair's everywhere. But then let me show you the hand controls again as well. So this is what I mean. Like, usually I have my hand like this, of course with a glove. Like, to reach, like, I can just like barely reach the indicator button, which of course I could get closer to it and it should be fine. But like, that's something I just like simply have to get used to. Same as with the fixed fairing, right? And the cool thing is too, like with the display now and everything, we don't really have necessarily like a key to start the ignition on it. You just have to click on this little button right here twice. Once kind of starts it, and seconds firing her up. Between all the specs you can already find online, I don't want to really dive into it too much. Jeez, I hope you can hear properly. The wind is kind of getting a little bit insane. When I started filming this video, it was like nice and 14 degrees. Now it's only 8. That cooled down quick. That's all you can get. Like, as soon as the sun like moves behind the mountains and behind a cloud. Oh, I guess it's just the end of February, right? Okay, but sorry, back to the topic. You can find out the specs and the performance and all the details online yourself, right? That's not what this video is supposed to be. This video is like on how it feels, how it rides, especially if you're a short rider like myself, or in general as well. If you follow me for a little while already, you know I love road glides, and how excited I was as soon as they introduced the new the new road glide and the new street glide. So this baby came as a no-brainer for us, really. It rides very smoothly, it's very easy to handle after you get used to the handlebars and all of that fun stuff. Like with the fixed fairing, that's what I'm referring to, right? But it's a very chill ride. It's just cruises, it cuts corners very, very effortlessly. Is that a word? Effortlessly? I think so. Do I still feel a little bit overwhelmed with it? Yeah, but just because there are so many new things about it and I'm not used to it. So give me a couple of months and take it out for a couple more spins, especially if it's not that cold anymore, and then it'll be just fine. As soon as I'm moving. That is totally fine. That's not a big issue at all. It's just the fact that it's heavier, bulkier, a little bit taller, and that the fairing is fixed. That's really all about it. Jesus, it's getting cold. Where's the sun when I need it? The sun is on the other side of the lake. Right there. I think I picked the wrong direction to ride. The overall very first impression is amazing. It's amazing. I'm so happy we bought this bike. But I'm honestly starting to freeze, so I still want to take a couple of photos for the thumbnail and make maybe a couple of reels out of it too. Might as well while I'm here, so that I can go back, have a warm coffee and warm back up. Just standing in the sun was definitely warmer than standing in the shade and then having the wind in my face. But hey, let's jump back on it and now we'll keep talking a little bit more. Slowly but surely I cannot feel my fingers anymore. So it's definitely time to head home before it gets too cold. Okay, let's roll. Okay, like I said, one, kind of like ignites it, and then we press it one more time. Oh, I guess I have to put the neutral in. Yep. There you go. Brum, 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 brum. It's a little trick of mine, especially if I have like a bigger bike. So if I twist it to the right, and it's easier for me to lift up the bike. Let's try to get safely out of this gravel here. Yeah. Yay. Okay, this fairing. I will be used to it, no problem. Oh, there's no one coming, perfect. So I make my way out of here. Woohoo! Okay, visor on, and home we go. Overall, the positioning on how the bike comes out of the factory, like handlebar, seat, everything, like it's stock. It's that stock right now. So one thing I want to mention, just because it kind of came up in the entire YouTube world already, it appears that my friends in the United States would have to pay to be able to use the navigation in the GPS that comes with the Harleys. Up here in Canada we don't. Yep, you heard that right. You can already use the navigation without paying for it. I think in the US you have to pay like $350 or so for 3 years. Like, it's not terrible, but like in the world of like you just have it for free on your phone, like there's no point. So seeing that we can use the navigation without paying extra is amazing. It's so smooth. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I was already expecting to really like this motorcycle, not just from the appearance and like how it feels to ride and how more comfortable it is, but I wasn't expecting to like it that much. It's a dream bike. We were so close on buying a Road Glide Special last year, but thank God we didn't. We would be very mad right now because this bike here, like the standard Road Glide now that comes with comes with a 117 engine, of course, and is cheaper than a special was last year. Honestly, I feel so bad for everyone that bought a special last year. They must be kicking their ass. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting home now into the warmth again. Whew, I was underestimating the temperature for sure. I should have put my heated gloves on, that would have made a difference. I can only recommend this motorcycle. I am so stoked. It has all the bells and whistles I can think of and that I would want. I don't think I need much more than that. Oh, no, wait, I need one more big thing. A doggy platform. So yeah, we're actually gonna start building the platform for the Road Glide here as well, so we can take Gracie with us as well. And then as soon as it gets a little bit warmer still, we will start training with her so she can go on rides with us, because we want to go on tons of trips this year. Tons of trips. So if you don't want to miss any of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you didn't do it yet, and give this video a thumbs up too, like if you took a little bit of value out of it or just enjoyed the scenery or me complaining about the cold. And you guys, we were so close on getting 5,000 subscribers. It is insane. When I started this YouTube channel, I thought, oh yeah, if I would ever crack 1,000, that would be unbelievable. And now we're almost 5. It's so good to have every single one of you guys here. It is really so much fun to take you guys on rides with us and have you guys come along on our journeys. It wouldn't be the same if you guys wouldn't join us. So thank you so much for being here, and just while I'm on this red light here now, I will let you go so you don't have to wait with me. Until we see each other in the next video, ride safe and have a fantastic time. Bye.